Welcome to week 2 of our class. Sorry I didn't get to personally welcome everyone in the discussion, the introduction discussion, or comment on your writing process for those discussions during week 1. It's been a busy week, as we all know, starting this semester off. But I will make comments on your writing process and also on your introduction when I would grade them and turn them back to you this week. Now, week 2, so far we have 3 assignments. One of them's first readings in our textbook. You'll see that assignment there. Still talking about the narrative essay. It's talking about writing a thesis statement. And it's talking about introductions, techniques for writing a good introduction. Because your other assignment that you're doing, you started off last week, is telling me about what you wanted to write about for your narrative essay. Now you're going to write the actual introduction for your essay. But actual is not really correct. I say this is the tentative or the first draft. I always found when I write an essay, I always save the introduction for last to write, but I always start with something first to get it going. So basically this is what you're doing. You're writing a first draft of your introduction for your narrative essay that you're going to write. Be sure to use some of those techniques that's in the chapter readings. Be sure you have your thesis statement at the end of your narrative introduction. And be sure you have a good title. I can't stress enough the importance of a title. It's the first thing that the reader sees. And there's a small page in our book about writing a good title. But so give me a tentative title and a tentative first draft of your introduction. That's the assignment for this week. You also have another discussion. It's called your revision checklist. It's something I want you to know. We all know what our problems are in writing. So I want you to write at least 15 items that you know you need to improve. Not only about your writing, like having better content or not repeating the same words, but also about your mechanics. Be sure to be careful about watching for comma splices or overuse of commas or misspelled words. Things like that. Watch out for those homonyms, like there, and there. There, going over there to get there stuff. So it's all 3 different words, 3 different meanings, spelled different, but they sound alike. Homonyms. So make that revision checklist and post it in the discussion for it. And this time, what I didn't have you do in week 1, I didn't realize it till I was going and looking at some other discussions, answers. I didn't have you make it mandatory that you respond back to those who respond to your post. A lot of people responded to 3 other classmates, which was good, like I instructed you to do. But what I want you to also remember that, doing the discussions, like going to a party, you make a comment to somebody when you first walk in the party, and you don't get a chance, or somebody asks you a question, don't get a chance to answer, you see somebody else across from you want to go meet, and you leave, don't come back to ever respond to that person or talk again to that person you first met. And to me, that's rude. So it's the same way in discussion. Somebody makes a comment to your initial post, like this week's going to be your revision checklist. And if they make a comment, you want to be sure to come back there and comment to them. So you'll notice the new rubric that I have for the discussion has that on there, that you responded to those who responded to your initial post. Just like week 1, you got to respond to 3 other classmates' revision checklist. Be sure you respond back to those who respond to your checklist as you go through. Also, watch out for the mistakes, the mechanics. Some people have been doing good, some haven't. I will be returning those this week. And what I will usually do the first week, give people a chance to edit the mistakes they made so they won't be counted off. As you notice on the rubric for the discussions, I take a point off for each mechanical mistake, like in punctuation or spelling or grammar or things like that. So be aware of that. Later on, we'll have a quiz on the readings from the textbook. I will have that posted sometime later this week, but that won't be due till, like I say, the last Wednesday of next week, Wednesday the 4th. But hopefully by the weekend, I'll have the quiz up. So that's it for now. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will talk to you later.